organized activities so it doesn't have it go smoothly. And your teachers worked very closely with Mr. Payne in trying to get all those clothes organized. I want to thank Mrs. Steele for having her husband donate those 3 suits. I don't know what he's going to look like on Monday when he goes to work, but, you know, it's really nice of him to do that. And I'm not sure about Mrs. Polite, why she has so many plungers in her home, but it's really nice of her to donate those for you. We always end Field Day with a serious assembly, and that assembly recognizes students who have done something special all year. Maybe they've been in an organization like the band, or maybe some students have been extremely good students during their 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades. By that I mean they have A and D grades on every report card in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, which is really hard to do when you think about it. You get graded 4 times a year, times 3 grades, that's 12 report cards, you have to have a B+ average. Some of these students not only have made that on their report cards, but also on their standardized test. So they're going to get an award from President Bush, and I'll read you a letter from him later, and a pin. These are 5th graders, obviously, who are going to get that award. We also have attendance awards, and we have an award from Mr. Shinoda for the band students. We're going to let Mr. Shinoda go first, and I'd like you to give him your full attention. Mr. Shinoda.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. What we're going to give today are the awards for all of the 5th graders that completed their 1st year band, and these are for all our beginning band members. The 1st year band is the toughest year because it's not always real fun. It's a lot of hard work, and you don't get to play that many songs. You have to do a lot of work and a lot of practice on your instruments. And the following people are the people that successfully completed the whole year, made all their rehearsals work, and got all the work done that they need to get done to continue on to 6th grade band. And I'm looking real forward to seeing you all next year for 6th grade band. I'm going to call your names, and when I call your names, could you come up and starting over there, stand on the red line, and stay up here until everybody's up here. Monica Arnold. Robert Berry.
Try to walk a little faster. Get your award and just stand on the red line.
Matt Bing.
Sarah Buckle. Andrea Bernhardt. Mark Carabella. Julie Herring. Dottie Shu. Jay Sidoti. Jessica Eater. Evan Maloney. Nick Crane. Natalie Firstland. Forrest Gibson. Jessica Jurgensen. Greenwald. Brendan Pack. Ivan Hernandez. Nick Kasmer. Derek Kiesling. Tiffany Kincaid. Tracy Kitchen. Willie Coffey. Jeremy Kosmicki. Greg Krukowski. Kim Kulagowski. Stephanie Lackey. Rebecca Lindsay. Brian Long. Tim Martica. Brianna McGrath. Some of you may remember Brianna was also very good in the spelling bee that we had. Marianne Miller. For those of you who attended the Wiz, she was our expert witch in residence. Jessica Ratchey. Jessica Ratchey. Connie Rutherford. Rick Schussler. Rick also won the award for the school for being the most talented student, the most dependable student for the Principal's Award. Brian Schwartzwalder. Casey Shields. Scott Smith. Emily Spear. Last but not least, Billy Visconti. You know, being in band, as Mr. Shido said, is a very difficult thing. It's also a very rewarding event, and we'd like to tell you just how proud we are to have so many students in the 5th grade willing to risk and try to develop some musical talent. If you were at our last spring musical, they did a beautiful job. So please give them a round of applause. I also want to thank Mr. Shido for his patience in working with our students. You understand, but for beginners in music, sometimes it does. To listen to the beautiful sound for the first time out is kind of difficult. And he's still here. I appreciate that. So thank you very much, guys. You guys can sit down. Thank you. Award. My recommendation would be that you place it in front of you, come up and get your attendance award, and then try not to step on it on your way back. The attendance or perfect attendance award first goes to Katie Lackey. Melissa Cantorero. Lauren Beerwood. Derek Reed. Amanda Beck. Jessica Rich. Jeremiah Miller. Jenny Frame. Michael Wexford. So the next one, Frank Schmidt. Could get a little tricky. I have to check to see which ones. Okay, we still have some that are here. Steve Swiner. I'm going to check since some first and second graders got switched in here. Let me just make sure that I don't have anybody missing. Okay, I think that's it. If I do, I apologize to you. They may be mixed in with the K2 attendance award. We have a new award this year that we really haven't ever had to give out, and that is for, I guess you'd call it good citizenship. We have two boys that have taken over as our bus supervisors. Now that may sound like, what kind of job is that? But it really involves staying outside in the rain, the sleet, the cold, coming in, talking to Mrs. Kivalor, Mrs. Rosie, and announcing the buses as they're pulling in so that students can get out on time and get home quickly and safely. We took a lot of practice, and anybody who's been around here in August and September knows it took a long time to get those buses straight, the routes, and we couldn't have done it without these boys. And for as many routines as we've changed, for market day and special days when the Wiz was in the new gym and they came up with the idea of putting the students in the old gym. So I really relied on these students. They were like my assistant principals, but for bus duty. So I'd like to award Joey Gomez and Ricky. They're called certificates of appreciation. They really deserve even more than just appreciation. I think they deserve part of my salary, to tell you the truth. And I'm not giving it up, so thank you very much. Okay, now for the big award. Again, these students had to maintain at least a B+ average from third grade on every single report card. They had to have their teacher recommendations. And on the standardized test you do every May, they had to have 80th or above percentile in each category. Now, you might be a very good student on a day-to-day basis, but not a very good test taker. What President Bush is saying is that he wants to encourage students to take those tests with some respect and to do their best on those exams. So he has, it actually started with President Reagan, has devised this plan to take into consideration the report cards as well as standardized tests. I'm always in awe when I have to go through all the standardized tests for all these years, third, fourth, and fifth, in addition to the report cards, and how many of our students qualify. And for that, I'm very proud, and I think the town of Mundelein should be proud. Anyway, George Bush, your president, writes that he is delighted to send greetings to the winners of the 91-92 Presidential Academic Fitness Awards. Congratulations on having earned this high honor. Last year, I had the great pleasure of announcing the beginning of America 2000, our comprehensive strategy to achieve excellence in our nation's schools. America 2000 affirms our belief that education is the key to advancement for nations, as well as for individuals, and its success will depend on the sustained cooperation of parents, students, teachers, public officials, and members of the community at large. This effort is vital to all Americans because nothing better defines who we are and what we will become than the intellectual and moral education that we provide for our young people. I stopped there because I believe that that paragraph says it all. We have excellent teachers here. We have parents who come out and actually go out of their way to donate time and efforts to the school. And I think it really does show in our students' test scores, and it shows them how hard you work, how much you care about your school, and you care about your co-workers enough to do a good job. So as fifth graders, I would like to at least commend you for doing the best job possible, and for these students to tell you how proud I am. Would you please come up in a similar fashion, take the award from me, and then stay standing, because I would like the other third and fourth graders to see just how many of you there are, and that this is a possible goal, that you can achieve this award if you take the time day to day to care about your schoolwork and to respect your classmates and to concentrate on your job, and your job is going to school. Your parents are doing something right when they say, "What'd you do in school today? Do you have homework? Don't you think you should be doing your homework? Gee, you watch too much TV. Turn that TV off. Pick up a book and read it." You might be saying, "Oh, gee, I've heard this so many times. When are they going to be quiet?" But the truth is, there are more and more studies that are showing that the more TV you watch, the less well you do at school. And that's because your mind kind of goes blank when you're watching TV, and you don't have to create the images, and you don't have to create the story. It's all there for you. Somebody else did it on that too. But if you read a book, you've got to create the images in your head. If you have to talk to your neighbor, you've got to create the story in your head that you're relating to that person. So maybe your parents aren't all that bad at encouraging you. Anyway, the first award goes to Forrest Gibson. Kim Kulagowski. Maren Stevens. Donnie Shute. Jessica Jurgensen. Brendan Knapp. Kim Martica. Marianne Miller. Scott Smith. Christy Whittington. Christy was another student that was the star of the Wiz. Nick Hasner. Tom Rutherford. Matt Bing. Paul Greiner. fifth grade students. Please give them a round of applause. You know what, before you guys sit down, don't get mad at me. I owe you a pin. We have a pin that you get to wear too. Out to the students as a memento. They also have an opportunity to win a similar award when they graduate 8th grade. It's the graduating year. Even though we don't have graduation ceremonies in the 5th grade, you will have a chance as 8th graders to do this. Mr. Payne was talking about giving out some PE awards. Just as we have presidential academic fitness, there are awards for students who are excellent in being physically fit. We're going to need your attention though before I'll let him speak, so please give him your total attention. I still see people talking.
As you all know, we did physical fitness test beginning of the year, and then we did fitness test beginning at the end of the year. And the test consisted of sit-ups, pull-ups for boys, flex arm ankle for girls, shuttle run, standing long jump, 50-yard dash, and 600-yard run, and sit reach. And my classes, I know I emphasize and try to shoot the 50th percentile or the 85th percentile, which is very good. We had 48 students in my classes that reached the 50th percentile, and I'll hand those out to you in your Zoom class. But I just want to recognize these people that scored in the 85th percentile. There are 4 people that have, and that is a very good accomplishment. And I want them to be recognized to show that physical fitness is important at your age also. And then you can look in the future at these people, you can see them will be good athletes. The first one is Heidi Wagner. Marianne Miller. Lachlan Cloud. And this last one, not only did she score in the 85th percentile, she scored in the top 95th percentile, which is top standards. That's very excellent. And that is Kim Schmidt.
These students that we've honored today certainly have honored our school also, in being the best that they can be, either physically or academically, and also by being good citizens. So I want to thank you for doing the best you can and making this a wonderful school year. We will be dismissing now. Mrs. Nuss's class, would you please stand? Look at your teacher. And I'd like to remind the students